Caution tape. Why is an honest dollar so hard to make? And no sunshine or feeling better. Watch them all scattered at each other. If your daddy did, can't make him proud. And little boy, how you make it out of it?
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Beat Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks. Their team to victory. It's the Panthers going up against the Packers. Now we'll head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 9 matchup.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. Week 9 here in the regular season as we join you from Bank of America Stadium.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz alongside Phil Simms. And I guess the big question, Phil, before kickoff is what do you expect here today?
You know, Jim, I expect these coaches to be aggressive. You can't go out here and just hope the other team makes mistakes. You got to go out there and take it. So do it with your play calling. You know, try some trick plays. Do whatever you have to do to give your team the edge.
The Packers are back deep, waiting for the kick. And Graham Gano has this one teed up as they gear up for kickoff. This game is underway. And Starks has got it. And the tackle's made right around the 32-yard line. There's been all kinds of buildup and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL prepared and ready to go.
First down at the 32. Lacy takes the hit and is brought down. And now a look at the Packers offense. This season they rank towards the bottom of the league in rushing yards per game. Second down here. Randall Cobb has the reception. They'll mark him at the 40.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Looks down the field, nobody open, so he throws the drag route coming across the field, and it's a nice catch just short of the first down.
The Packers are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end. He's taken down at the 42.
Lacy is able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. Third and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
He'll get it again. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also a solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
Second and 3.
Incompletion here as he was looking over the middle. And with that, let's look at the Panthers' defensive lineup. They're tops in the league in rush defense this season, so we'll see how often this offense tests the front seven today. The Packers want to convert here, especially after last week's abysmal performance in third down situations. Third and 3. And on the catch, it's Randall Cobb.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Packers are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. First down at the 47. The catch is made by Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb, such a dangerous threat in this Packers offense.
Yeah, he's a versatile receiver, Jim. He can play outside, you can move him, you can put him close to the formation, played the slot, and has the toughness to go over the middle and make catches.
Throws the pass. Looking middle that time, and it's incomplete.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it. What a job of effort. What a nice corner route run by the receiver. He fakes the defensive back out. And look at the quarterback. He knows that little move. When he stuck it, he let him out to the corner. Nice throw, nice catch.
First down at the 30. Cruz was the target, but this goes incomplete.
Anytime as a quarterback you see the receiver coming across the field on a drag route, don't lead him, just stick it on him. Quarterback throws it too far in front that time.
Let's go.
Second and 10. Here's the handoff. He's taken down at the 30. The defense stands up early and stops the run cold.
Good job that time. You said it, Jim, by the defense. They attacked the offensive line, and there was nowhere for the running back to run the football.
The Packers will set up. The 20 is the first down line. 3rd and 9. Tackles made, and that'll move the chains. That is how you draw it up, isn't it, Phil?
Oh, man, a quarterback loves guys that can make catches like this, and they're just so strong. They know how to zero in. They never lose concentration, and you never see them drop a pass.
First down at the 19. That's a gain of 8. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
The Packers have really been dominant today on the offensive side. In the red zone now, they just take the football and they run it right at the defense and pick up solid yards.
2nd and 2. Again, they'll lean on him.
2nd and short, the defense is thinking run, and what do they get? They get a run. They were waiting for it, and they made a nice play to stop them short of the first down.
Down and 3. James Jones has the catch.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. And they'll run it. Keeksley's able to read that play and make the hit. The long drive continues. Second and goal from the 4. And for that offense, and brings him down.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
3rd and goal from the 5. Looking across the middle. Should be an easy one here. And converts on the 3. That field goal gives them a leg up here midway through the first quarter.
Makes you feel really good about what you did during the week here. Anytime you can get points on the board early in a football game, it makes you think all that practice was worth it.
Runs up to grab it at the 4. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. Smith's going to be leading the team today, of course. 3 years of competition in this league, and now starting to find his rhythm.
Well, Geno Smith in his first 2 years in the NFL has had some really good moments, but what everybody wants to see is more consistency. He does have a chance to be a good player because he has the size, he can move around, and he has a good NFL throwing arm.
Burnett's there to take him down. And now let's take a look at the Panthers offense. This is an efficient group. Last week turning the football over just once. Second down coming up. Nick Perry has the sack.
Outside linebackers in the NFL, they are such tremendous athletes. They can do everything. How about that play that time? Good move, good speed, gets to the quarterback and gets a sack.
Third and forever. Wayne's got it on a pass that had some heat.
Well, as you saw that receiver make the catch, I'll just say this. You cannot throw the football enough his way. There's no such thing. When in doubt, you don't like anything, turn and find him and throw it to him.
Smith's on the move. Clay Matthews has a sack.
Oh, man, defensive coordinators love this. When you can hit, or this time they sack the quarterback without even blitzing.
Loss of 4 on the play. Second down and a long way to go. Stands in the pocket. Richardson's there that time for the tackle.
If you give him the chance, he will run the football. That's what he did that time. He tucked it in there and ran up the field and got a few yards.
The Panthers come to the line. First down marker is at the 48. The Panthers will take the snap from the 40. And Hayward nearly had the pick. If this last sequence is any indication, this defense is going to give that quarterback fits as this game goes along.
It was a good series for the defense, no question about it. They learned a lot there. Let's see if they can do it more as the game goes along.
The Panthers will take the snap from the 40. Wayne's going to pull in the bullet pass.
Panthers do a really terrific job picking up that fourth down play that time. It gives them an emotional lift. And look at the defense. They are down because they gave it up.
First down at the 47. That was Shields on the coverage that time. And now here's the Packers defense. They've had a tough time this year slowing down the running game. It'll be interesting to see how they'll fare against it today. This next play coming from the 47-yard line. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Stewart's handed the football. Linton Dix in on the tackle. The Panthers now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots. The Panthers from the 37. It's Wayne. Wayne's brought down after picking up 14 on the play.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
Burnett's going to make the tackle.
This is where on the defensive side, where you have the lead, the team's driving against you, call something different so you can come up with a big play and stop the offense.
The Packers with a nickel look here on defense. He'll throw it over the middle. Olsen's brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one. Stewart's met after a gain of 3.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Third and goal. Over the line. Touchdown. They take the lead here late in the first quarter with the touchdown.
Yeah, nothing like it. Before that was up, they found a way to get into the end zone and get that score and take the lead. And, hey, that's a good feeling.
Swain's probably ready to get right back on the field after that last drive, a drive in which he contributed over 40 yards receiving, helping the team score. The Packers offense is set to take over once again. They moved the ball well last time. Right down the field they went, but they could not get it into the end zone, winding up with only a field goal.
Yeah, but their confidence has got to be high. All the good things they did. We saw some good passing, some good running, good offensive line play. I like where this offense is at right now. Lacy is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottled him up for a short gain.
The Packers have it at the 24. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Well, you expect defensive ends to get sacks because they come around the outside. But when you get pressure from the inside and the defensive tackle gets a sack, that's just an added bonus.
The Packers will come out in the pistol. Third and forever. And that's going to be a 3-and-out. They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly. And this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time. And the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
And the punt is kicked out of bounds. The Panthers offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right play.
That's reception number 4 for him.
Well, the quarterback has such great confidence in the receiver. And why not? He's talented. And every time the football's thrown his way, he finds a way to make the catch.
The Panthers will take the snap from the 30. The Panthers get a first down.
There are so many players now in the NFL that are good. How about this tight end? He has got so much talent. That time he hauls in the pass and just makes it look so easy.
First down and 10. Throws the pass. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
First and goal. Touchdown, Carolina Panthers. That's his 9th touchdown catch this year. I hope you have your blowout playbook, Phil, because this game is so one-sided as the first quarter is drawing near a finish.
Ah, shoot, you know me. I'm very limited. I only have one playbook, and that's all out. But, hey, that describes what we're seeing here so far. The offense, the whole football team, they've been sharp, and they're on their way to a blowout.
It's Cobb returning here. And he's tackled right at the Panthers plays forcing a punt.
Well, they're going back out there. They're fresh, man. And the defensive line, the defensive front, they were awesome. That's why they got off the field so quickly.
They go draw. Davis all over the ball carrier.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
The Packers offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway. They bring in the extra tight end. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Lacy is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
The Packers lined up, bunch formation. He'll take the snap from the gun. And it's complete to James Jones. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
This is a route that's not run enough in the NFL, the corner route. So many times, receivers just go across the field, they go short. But when you make these double moves like that, you get wide open, and what a throw by the quarterback.
And now they'll try over again on second down. Brings it in, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. Third and short, following the completion. Will send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Here's the punt by Mastay. And not a favorable bounce this time as it's headed to the end zone for a touchback. Clay Matthews taking the field once again.
He has to be pretty discouraged with the way this game has played out in the early stages, Phil.
Yeah, I think he should be. Listen, what you do as a defensive leader, you got to go out there and rally the troops. And what do I mean about rallying the troops? Just get them to... and make sure they're just doing their job.
Second and short following the run. Smith's lined up. Two tight ends set. Gets the handle here. He is tackled at the 40-yard line.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First down at the 40. They'll mark him at the 46.
Nothing like a running back who fights for every extra yard. When you get that extra yard or two, what it does, it just creates better situations for your offense.
Second down and 5. Back to the ground. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Here's the football marked at the 47. Now first and 10. Jumps high and comes down with it. That's his first reception today. The Panthers are leading in this one, and a lot of that goes back to the play of this quarterback, Phil. Smith's had a very solid opening half.
He sure has, and people are getting open down the field, Jim, and he's right on target. He's feeling it. He is absolutely in the groove. This is one of those guys, when you talk about receivers, no matter what, he is always open. If the coverage is tight, don't worry. Throw it out there. He'll make a play.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Burnett's there to take him down.
The Packers have speed on the defensive side, no doubt about it. And when they're backed up, they don't have to worry about players going by them because they're in the red zone. They become even faster. Way to get to the football on that throw and catch.
And Carolina in the end zone. Touchdown. Olsen's second touchdown of the game. Their lead grows a little more with that touchdown, and still a long way to go in this half. They may be able to add even more to it before the break.
Jim, I don't see anything that's going to slow them down. Everything they are trying is working. They have been spectacular here so far today, and all I can say to the opponents, you better buckle up. This is going to be tough.
And the tackle is made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Packers stalled on their last drive, forced to punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around, making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
Warless makes the catch.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
Second down and 8. The reception by Lacy. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line.
The Packers do a good job that time on second down. They don't force the football down the field. They throw it short. They pick up some solid yards to make it a good situation for them. Third and short.
3rd and 2 to the ground. Lacy takes the hit and is brought down. Ends up picking. That play is going to be challenged.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The coach's challenge is not answered. The play on the field will stand.
Yeah, that's a tough. I think it was up to me in this situation in the game. I would not have challenged, knowing those timeouts, how important they are. We'll see if that lost timeout comes back and hurts him.
First down at the 42. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Panthers guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
The Packers will take the snap from the 40. They'll mark him at the 40.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
The Packers are going to punt the football. They have just flipped field position thanks to that punt, and now the offense is really backed into a corner. First down with their backs to their own end zone.
The Panthers offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they've run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
Stewart is in the backfield. The give. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. The Panthers have leaned on the ground game to this point, and it's been big for them. Stewart's taking the ball, and he's leading this team on the field right now.
Well, he sure is. And I give him a lot of credit, but I'll also say this. The offensive line, anytime you see a running game go this well, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-lineman.
Second down and 5.
He's going to get another carry. Stewart's marked down after a gain of 4.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
Stewart lined up as the single back. Jonathan Stewart with the football. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
Well, one of the hardest things to do, and I think, in the NFL now is third shortest run the football and pick up yards. That time, nice job by the offensive line. They showed their power, and they picked up the first down. Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
Smith's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Clay Matthews makes the tackle.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense. The best way to keep the other offense on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those first downs. What a good job by the offense.
Stewart's lined up in a single back formation. They call his number once more. What a run by Stewart. He's up over 90 yards so far on the day.
When you have a lead and your offense is playing like this, what's it do? Gives your defense a great rest. They're loving this drive as they sit on the sideline.
Stewart lined up in the backfield. Takes another handoff. Stewart's tackled down after a gain of 12.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First down at the 15. Stewart's tackled down after a gain of 5. The Panthers have stayed with the run game today, and it's been a big part of their game plan. Stewart's been a consistent force on the ground.
Yeah, he's just a running back who never gives up. And when he runs, it's arms, elbows, everything is moving, and he is one tough running back to tackle.
He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold him.
He is in for the touchdown. Nearing the half, and this one is a laugher.
Oh, well, yeah, one team's pretty happy about it, but how about on the losing end of it? How would you feel like to be being blown out here right before halftime? It's a terrible feeling, and I don't know if you can regroup in the second half.
The Packers have really just been outplayed in every facet of this game. Really just looking for any sort of answer. The score's 28-3. That return's good for about 9. The Packers are experiencing a little bit of a drought here offensively, having gone 3 straight possessions without a score. What do you think needs to be done to buck that trend here, partner?
I'd say it's a little more than a drought. This is some awful offense, and there's many things you got to do. You got to tell your offensive line to pick things up. When the offensive line is aggressive, it gives all the stars a chance to succeed, and that's what they got to do here. Offensive line, get it going.
The Packers have it at the 39. Handoff. And the tackle is made right around the 39-yard line.
The Panthers defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line, and they tackle the runner for a loss.
Last play before the 2-minute warning. The defense stops the clock. 2 minutes to go, first half, and it's 3rd down. The Packers come to the line with an empty backfield. The Packers will set up. The 44 is the first down line. 3rd and 5. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down. 2-minute warning. Welcome back. Halftime just a couple of minutes away as we resume play out of the 2-minute warning. Lacey, a solo back set. Back to the air here on first down. That ball has been picked off. The Panthers walk up to 28-3. The Panthers have it at the 24. Smith's unable to connect that time.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
The Panthers take it from the 23. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
I'll say this, in your situation like this, 3rd and long, when you're winning here, if you throw the football, fire the coach. And I'm just saying that because I don't think there's any chance they're going to throw the football in this situation.
3rd down and 10. Wayne's got it. 1st down. The Panthers have gone to the air here in the first half, and one wideout has stood out. Wayne's been getting open, and he's not missing out on these opportunities to make big plays.
He's just one of those wide receivers. If you keep giving him chances, he will get it done, and they have found ways and designed plays to get him a lot of catches here in the first half.
First and 10. Wayne's got the catch and the first. 8th catch today so far.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL now, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
1st and 10. Wayne's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. Can you believe how steady and reliable this guy is?
He is. What's the phrase for it? He is money, Jim Nance. Man, he pays off every single time. You throw the football near him, he'll make the catch.
Smith's completion percentage, 80% on the day.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is
another touchdown to increase the lead. The Panthers for the extra point. Extra point is good. The Packers just can't stop them here before the half. And now they'll wait for the kickoff, facing a sizable deficit. The score's 35-3. That return's good for about 10. The Packers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The Packers now move the chains. The Packers signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. First down here after the completion. Looking to go up top again on 1st down. Eddie Lacy makes the catch. And that's a gain of 9. The Packers will take a second here to talk things over as they call a timeout on 2nd down. One more snap and halftime. 2nd down and 1. Launching it deep. Intercepted. And that will do it for the first half. That was exciting for one side and a complete embarrassment for the other. It's blowout city here as we've reached halftime. Larry coming up next to break down the mismatch.
Thanks, Jim. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers are really just doing what they want out there on offense. The Packers' defense hasn't been able to get stops, and that inability to get off the field is costing them time and time again. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Panthers take it at the 6. Quick pass and completion is made here. And after the short pass, he'll score. Panthers push their lead to 11. Panthers lined up at the 5. Here will get a pass into the end zone. He caps off the 7-play drive with the score. Panthers go up by 18. Panthers have it at the 4. He'll head up the middle on the run, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Panthers way in front. Packers with the ball late in the half. Here's the throw is hurried and picked off. Jones is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Offense now with the shot after the pick. Nice work to make the catch in double coverage. And after the short pass, he'll score. Panthers way out in front. So that's a wrap for us. We'll head back now to Bank of America Stadium for the start of the second half.
All right, Larry, thank you for all of those updates. And now the teams are coming back onto the field, and we're about to get the second half started. And the tackle's made right around the 25.
The field here, they've scored on 3 straight drives and built up a very nice lead for themselves.
Yeah, confidence is a great thing. And when you have confidence, you can go out there and you can get it done. And that's what we see. They're excited. No matter who takes the field for the football team, you can see the excitement, the emotion, and they're taking advantage of it.
Double tight end formation.
And now here's the first snap of the second half.
This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running.
And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. The Panthers have clearly enjoyed being able to take the air out of the football when needed today. Stewart's dominated on the ground.
There is nothing like dominating a football game physically. They have overwhelmed the defense, and a good job by the offensive coordinator managing this game today. What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
First down at the 35.
Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job this running back has done here.
Stewart lined up as the single back. Handoff to Jonathan Stewart. And Richardson's there to make the stop.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First down at the 24. Gains 11.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First down and 10. Handoff made. That's a gain of 6. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
The Panthers, they believe in their offense. They know once they get inside the red zone, they can run or throw. That time they run the football, and he picks up some good solid yards. Great job by the...
Runs it across for the score. Touchdown. Looks like no adjustments were needed at halftime as they continued to cruise.
Yeah, they just continued what we saw in the first half. And look, you know, they had such confidence going in at halftime, and they kept that emotion on their side. They came out here in the second half, and what they do, they added to their lead.
They're setting up the return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. Packers just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches, look, you make mistakes.
Interception. Olsen's been taken away as this game's gone on. The big tight end was involved in the opening drives, but has taken a back seat since.
Yeah, Jim, I think the big tight end caught this defense off guard. Now they're paying attention to him, and he's having a hard time getting open.
They're winning the field position battle right here as they start the next drive.
Smith's going to be in the pistol here. First down at the 32.
Could have been intercepted.
You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
Second down and 10. The Panthers get a first down. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
Man, he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong they are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air.
Jonathan Stewart with the football. Stewart's marked down after a gain of 9.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Panthers now move the chains. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
Well, that last play almost got him in here, and when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios you could do.
The margin is increased with another touchdown. Obviously, they're not content to just sit on the lead. They're putting the hammer down here early in the third quarter.
Oh, yeah. Listen, this is fun time, man. Keep padding those stats. It's like if you've hit 2 home runs in a baseball game, you don't go up there the last time thinking, well, it doesn't matter. You're looking for that 3rd home run to make it a great day.
And he's going to be brought down right around the 33-yard line. The Packers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Bill.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Second down and 4. Will go ground. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Now first and 10. They'll stay on the ground on first down.
The offensive line is just so passive. What do you expect? You got to be aggressive. You got to fire out and give the running back a chance.
Second down and 11. Makes the catch in open space. That's his first reception today.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
First down at the 27. And now they're going to go with the draw play.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Loss of 3 on the play. Midway into the third. And it's over to James Jones.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Third down and 2. Out of the eye, it's Lacy.
Lacy is trying to find a way to pick up that short yardage situation on third down, but the defense does an outstanding job, on especially the defensive line. Nowhere to run and no first down.
The kick is good.
That was a good hold, good kick, 3 points. Good job by the offense.
Taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Panthers have done a whale of a job taking their halftime lead and adding a whole lot more to it here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're just doing everything we saw them do in the first half. Just dominating the pace of play and just being more physical than the defense.
After running it, it's second down. Stewart's going to take the handoff now. Now looking at third down. Stewart is in the backfield. Another carry here. Stewart's brought down after picking up 6 on this play. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
Third and short, I don't know what you do anymore. I've given up. Do you throw it? Do you run it? Do you have that kind of faith in your offensive line? Well, the offense does. They run the football. Great job by the offensive lineman, giving that running back a chance to get that first down.
Coming to the line at the 48. Stewart lined up as the single back. Right back to him. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
1st and 10. They'll run it here. Brought down at the 26. He's now over 80 yards rushing on the day.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First down at the 26. He's brought down at the 23-yard line.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
Second down and 7. Good yardage picked up on that call.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
We're going to have a stoppage here because the booth wants to have a look at this potential touchdown. So we have a challenge. Did the ball break the plane of the end zone? That's the question.
Here's the rule. The tip of the football, all it has to do is touch any part of that white line, which is the end zone. If it nips that line, then it's going to be a touchdown, Jim. That's what we need to look for.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
That's it for coaches' challenges. They do not overturn the last play, and that's it for the rest of the game.
Jim, the timeouts you have, you need them to challenge the calls on the field. They're like gold.
The blowout continues. Another touchdown. And again, we look at the drive summary, and we have to keep an eye on that record now for most rushing touchdowns in a single game.
Well, if it's okay with you, I'm going to keep both of my eyes on it instead of that one single eye. But look, it is an outstanding day running the football, and the way they're moving up and down the field, I think he might have a chance to get that record. But so far, fun to watch.
And they bring him down at the 33-yard line. The Packers step back onto the field on offense. Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal.
And with no options, he goes ahead and throws it away. Second down after the incompletion. The Packers line up, split backfield. From the shotgun.
Third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just gravy.
The Packers take it from the 33. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
First down at the 48. Up in the air, and he's got the catch. Incredible catch there by the receiver as he goes vertical and comes down with the football and the catch.
We see these incredible catches every single week. Right now, the most talented guys in the NFL might be the wide receivers. They can just do everything. Run, jump, run routes, and make these incredible catches.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. Randall Cobb has the reception.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
The Packers from the 22. And on the catch, it's Randall Cobb. That's his 8th catch of the day.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. The Packers in for the score. And maybe that touchdown will lessen the sting of the beating they're taking here today.
Yeah, it helps. It sure isn't going to hurt. Just nothing has gone right so far today. That touchdown drive gives you something positive on your side. Let's see if the defense can go out there and get a 3 and out.
The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. He'll take it from the 1. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Panthers have extended their halftime lead, and they haven't wasted any time in doing so as they continue to motor up and down the field.
You know, this is what you got to do in this league now. When it's going well on the offensive side, don't slow down, don't get conservative, keep it going, try to score points, and just dominate the other team.
Fourth quarter and a blowout. Let's see if we can get this game over in a hurry.
Wow, you don't have to say it that way. I'm anxious to see how this game ends up and how they play it out. I want to see a team that has some pride, and even though they're getting blown out, to stay in there and keep fighting.
It's third down coming up. Stewart lined up in the backfield. They hand it off to him again. Stewart's marked down after a gain of 9. Just a huge gain for him, and that run puts him within 50 yards of the single-game rushing record.
Well, it's been an outstanding day, and it's been fun to watch, to be this physical on the offensive side and see a running back that's
going to take it the distance. And history is made right there as he breaks the single-game rushing record. Another carry here, and now he's one good run away from breaking the single-game rushing record.
Well, 15 yards, that's one good run from him. But that would be about 4 runs for me, Jim, or you. But not to be funny here, because it's a great moment. It's been a special day for the running back and the offense, and I hope he breaks the record.
Handoff to Jonathan Stewart. Bradford's there to make the tackle. Third down. Jonathan Stewart with the football. And Matthews is the one who made the big stop. The offense is still on the field here on fourth down, needing 5 for the first. Stewart's going to secure the handoff. And they score again here to pad the lead. And And, of course, as we look at the drive summary, you see now that he's tied for the single-game rush touchdown record.
Yeah, what a day, man. What a... What fun it is to see it, and how good is this offense playing, and the running back, he is on fire, making every good move, every decision's the right one, and when he has to, he just runs over defenders.
Cobb is the return man, taken down at the 33, and a run back of about 13. The Packers offense ready to continue its recent run here as they've scored the last 2 times they've had it, Phil.
Well, let's look at it from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, what's coming next? Because everything the offense has tried so...
And intercepted! This offense had no choice but to take some chances here in the 4th quarter, but it comes back to bite them again with an interception.
Well, when it's not going well and you start trying to take chances, there is nothing going to go right in that situation. If they get back on the field after this one, Jim, just go out there, run the football, and try to get this game over with.
You could tell early he might have a chance to break the record, but Phil, it's still shocking to see him pull it off.
How can you set these kind of records? A single game record for rush yards. It's just incredible to think what these players in all positions now, they're so talented. And this guy at running back, there is nothing he can't do.
2 tight ends on the field here. Stewart's tackled right at the 20. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
3rd down and 6. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The Packers defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Drives it through for the field goal.
Now the defense is going to be excited. They come out there. The offense has great field position, but they stop them. But they give up 3 points, but still a victory for the defense.
He's got a chance to return this one. Adams, the one who brings him to the ground. And a run back of about 12. The Packers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Being a go-to target, Phil, I think you would say every quarterback needs one. In fact, one just like this guy.
Well, I know this. They need one. I know they all want one. And as a wide receiver, some guys, it doesn't matter if you double team him every single play. They just have the knack and the talent to find a way to get on.
Jones is there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. That's 5 receptions on the day.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
1st and 10. Looking across the middle. Met by Davis that time.
The defense, they have a lead here in the 4th quarter, so they're willing to give up short pass completions, but good job by the offense.
The Packers all bunched up here as they get set at the line. The Packers have it at the 39. The key to being a star wideout in this league is showing up every week, and that's been the case here. 2 straight huge games, partner.
Well, he shows up every week. Look, he has the talent to be a star in the NFL, and he loves it. He likes being on that stage, and he gets it done.
And that pass is just thrown away. After the incomplete pass, it brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun. The Packers get a 1st down.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
The Panthers haven't forced many turnovers this season, but today they're having a big outing. And it's easy to see why they're winning because of it.
Yeah, I like what they're doing on the defensive side. They are hustling so much. And when you hustle, you get more defensive players around the football.
Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. What do you think the message was for this team as they drive down the field and score a touchdown and at least make a little dent into that huge lead?
Well, the message is never give up. Try to do the best you can. That's what you want to do. And anytime there's a game and it's a competitive situation, regardless of score, do your best. And that's what they did on that drive.
He'll take it from the 4. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. Looking at the stats now, you see 2 wide receivers who have filled the role of being a #1 option today.
Yeah, you always want one wide receiver to step up for your football team and focus on him and see if he can get it done. But I'll tell you this, in the NFL now, you need 3 good wide receivers on every single team.
The Panthers from the 27. Breaks free. Gains 20. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. Stewart is in the backfield. Handoff to Jonathan Stewart. Stewart's met after a gain of 13.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Another handoff right back to him. Stewart's brought down after picking up 11 on this play.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The Panthers have it at the 29. Richardson's there to make the tackle.
You got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time and they only give up a short gain.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. They'll go ground. Mebane's able to read that play and make the hit.
They come to the line at the 28.
The Packers defense now is going to go nickel. 3rd and 8. It's Reggie Wayne with the catch. The Panthers have actually been passing the football quite well today, which has not been their strength this season.
Hard to believe you can say somebody's having a hard time throwing the football in the NFL nowadays with the rules and everything they do for the offense. But today it's clicking, and maybe they'll keep on going.
Well, I tell you, it's getting ugly out here.
Phil, I felt like I could have said this in the first quarter instead of waiting until midway through the 4th, but this game is over.
It is, Jim, the way you said it is there's a finality to it, no question. And the losing in, the coaches, the players, they got to go back. They got to do a lot of soul searching because this was one pitiful effort.
Smartly takes the knee in the end zone. Being a #1 receiver means you find ways to get involved, and he has as this game's gone on, Phil.
When you call him the #1 receiver, what does that mean? They don't care about the circumstances. I mean, the coaches, no matter what they see on the field, they expect him to get it done, and that's what he's doing now.
First down at the 20. Wireless on the receiving end. 3rd catch today so far.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
First down and 10. Makes the catch in the open field.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. From the gun. Looking long. It's now second down. From the shotgun. Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. The catch is made by Randall Cobb.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
The kick in. It's through there. The kick is good.
Coach's decision. This was easy. His field goal kicker is hot, so don't even hesitate. You send him out there, and what do you know? Another kick right down the middle.
And a flag is down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Coming to the line at the 37.
Now 1st and 10.
Wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Matthews, that time on the tackle.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
The Panthers have it at the 29. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the first down.
First down at the 25.
They come to the line at the 24.
Stewart lined up as the single back. They feed it to him one more time.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
Last play before the 2-minute warning. The Panthers take it from the 23. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Back now in this one, and time is running out here in the 4th quarter. Wayne's got it on a pass that had some heat.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, you're on the defensive side. You don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Smith's now completed 4 in a row. And that's a 2-yard gain.
Well, the defense has been terrible all day. Here they are in this situation, down big, late in the game, about ready to give up another touchdown. Don't worry about the offense running up the score. Try to stop it.
They want to keep feeding him the football.
Right call here by the coach in this situation. Keep running the football. Keep that clock moving. You have the lead. Just tell your quarterback to tell everybody on offense this. Hold on to the football.
And this is history. So the celebration is on Phil as he sets the record for most rushing touchdowns in a single game.
Jim, he's run for more touchdowns in today's game than I ran for in my whole career. What a day. My gosh, he did everything that you want to break that record for rush TDs. He did it with speed. He did it with power. He was elusive. Just outstanding.
And he's going to be brought down right around the 33-yard line. The Packers offense comes onto the field, and even if they put together a scoring drive, there's not going to be any difference here in the outcome. Now just playing for a little bit of pride and perhaps to try to get things going for next week.
Well, pride's gone out the window. You've lost that already because it's been a dismal performance by your whole football team today. And I say this on the offensive side, don't press the issue, just get this game over with. That out route that time was run to perfection by the receiver. He made such a sharp cut. He gives himself some space from the defender, and the quarterback puts the football right on target, just short of that first down marker.
Second and short. Got the catch, one-handed.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Out of the shotgun. He'll throw it over the middle. Over the middle, and incomplete that time.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
Drop back, shotgun formation. He's wide open for the grab.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
That ball is rifled to Randall Cobb, who makes the catch. After that grab, it's now second down and 2. So they keep the winning streak alive with a win here today.
Not a surprise, this winning streak. It's happened because the quarterback's playing well. They're playing terrific defense. Everything is working right. They are going to be tough to beat.
Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.